EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Kenny now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Cook with a first down and much more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5. Yards as he's tackled at the 20. Three and a half to go, first quarter. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Stafford looking to throw on under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 83 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we've...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A pitch back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chaz Surratt coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Cousins on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Cousins again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr. Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there on the run.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And pretty darn well executed there. Just a nonchalant flip over the shoulder. But that's not easy. You have to time that right, and they did.
They certainly did, and it wasn't just the flip, right? They timed that up. But then the pass downfield to pick up the first down. So you really get 2 times the ball's in the air, and they did it successfully. Really well done.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll throw again. Cousins. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Joseph's got it. And the lead now increases to 20-0. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 55 yards. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll get this to Nwangu. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from a yard out. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Well, they're putting my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. toss run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception, Cousins to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run the toss with Henderson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins here to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there with
touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
YBN want a thing up.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the option